Hello my loves, welcome back to the mat. My name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch, and welcome to this brand new full moon flow. So today we are going to honor the first full moon as we've moved into the darker wintry months, and we are going to start to play around with the heart and the hips, so starting to realign our chakras, starting to unblock any kind of emotions that we need to release as we harness this power. So the full moon is a time of power. It's a time of very special magic. This is a time when we can start manifesting the things we want and start to let go of the things that no longer serve us. So if you are new to the mat, this is LUNAR, the resident Yogi dog. There's a little black cat running around here called Roanoke. He will probably be in to disturb the flow, but you want to grab anything to make your flow as magical as possible. I have white candles burning, I've got my incense just out of shot, I have my sage, I have my familiar, and yeah. So when you're ready, my darlings, I will meet you back here on the mat in just a moment so we can get started. Okay, my love, so we're going to begin straight away by coming into our down dog. So first, make your way into your tabletop, spreading those fingers, set those roots, curving that top of the spine as we tuck the tailbone under, and we're going to lift all the way up into our down dog. So starting to make some movements here, so pedaling out these legs as we bend one knee, we bend another. Recognizing if there's any stiffness, any tension within the body. Maybe this is your first down dog of the day. Maybe it's first down dog in a while. So start to get used to your body again. Those hands like roots connecting with the earth beneath us. As we spend a few moments just getting comfortable here with any kind of movement that feels good to you. Maybe nodding the head yes, shaking it no, wiggling those hips. Anything that feels good to you. So starting our flow by connecting with the earth beneath us, helping us feel grounded, helping us feel strong. And once you've taken your movements, you're going to move into stillness in your down dog. So rolling those shoulders away from the ears, bending those knees slightly to send the hip bones high. We're going to hold our down dog for 10 breaths here. So quite a strong way to begin the flow. Start to wake up that fire in our belly. Start to open up this third eye as we harness the magic of the full moon. So paying attention to your breath now. Feeling every inhale and every exhale as you send it all the way to the base of the belly, letting it fill you with positivity, with healing, before releasing it all the way back out, letting go of any negativity, any stress. As we hold for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, beautiful, for 1, bend those knees and then begin to walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Find your elbows and start to kind of sway in your ragdoll. So having a nice generous bend in those knees just to stretch out that lower spine. As we move in one direction, we move in another. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to inhale, so bring those fingertips to the mat or sweep them to the shins. Just straighten that back as you gaze forwards. Exhale, bend those knees, walk those hands back first into your down dog. And then we're going to walk those feet all the way up to the hands. Make your way to the top of your mat as you inhale to gaze forwards. Exhale, either find your ragdoll or those 2 fingertips, find your big toes and move into your forward fold. So allowing that head to relax down, no tension on this neck now. Have as much of a bend in the knee as you need. It's the first deep forward fold of the class, so your body might be a little bit stiff. Most especially if you feel some emotional burdens within you. So holding it here for 3 more breaths, in through the nose and out through the nose for 3. For 2. Beautiful for 1. We're gently going to release the fingertips to the mat, and we're going to straighten out this left leg, bend this right knee, and you're going to walk those hands all the way over to the right hand side. So get a gorgeous stretch down the left hand side of the body. Beautiful. Extend the right leg, bend the left, and walk those hands over to the left hand side. Inhale to walk back into the center, sweep those hands to the shins, or keep the fingertips on the mat as you gaze forward to straighten that back. And then bend those knees, vertebrae by vertebrae, my loves. You're going to roll this body all the way up to standing. Hands come all the way overhead as you gaze at the thumbs to open up the front of the body. Beautiful. Before releasing those hands to prayer in the center of your chest. And from here, you're going to keep those hands where they are, or maybe release them down by your side, completely depending what feels comfortable to you. Rolling back the shoulders, feet are hips width apart. And we're just going to spend a few moments grounding ourselves in our Tandasana, so in our mountain pose. So feeling the strength in our legs. Maybe giving those toes a bit of a wiggle to connect with the earth beneath us. And as today's focus is on the heart and the hips for this full moon, we're going to begin with opening the heart in some sun salutations before we take a look at our warriors. So giving yourself just a few more moments in your mountain pose. Maybe you use this time to set yourself an intention, either for the practice or also for the month ahead, as we welcome in this beautiful lunar phase. So setting yourself an intention now with your breath, whatever it might be, how you want to feel, what you want to achieve, what you want to release, anything at all. Remember, you are limitless. Beautiful. Before releasing those hands down by your side, release the chin to the chest, and let's just take a few gentle neck rolls. So rolling that chin from one side to another. Get a gorgeous stretch down the back of the neck before we move in with our modified sun salutations. If it feels right, you can take full circle, so drawing a beautiful big circle all the way up to the sky and back around. Rolling in one direction, rolling in another. Before we bring this head back into the center, blink those eyes open. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, sigh it all the way out. So we're going to take 5 rounds of some modified sun salutations just to open up this heart, really breathe in the energy of the full moon, ignite that fire within our belly, harness our magic. So we're going to take the first couple nice and slow, and then we're going to move a little bit faster, my loves. So when you're ready, following me. On your inhale, stick those hands together to gaze up at the thumbs. Exhale to bend those knees and forward fold. On your inhale, roll back those shoulders, open the hands to the side as if you're opening up this heart, staying strong in the core and the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll the body all the way up to standing, hands come overhead, gaze at the thumbs. And then exhale to heart center. 4 more times when you're ready. Inhale to gaze up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to open up that heart, gaze forwards. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, roll the body all the way up to standing. Hands come overhead, gaze at the thumbs. And then exhale to heart center. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open that heart, my loves. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll the body all the way up to standing. Hands come overhead in prayer. And then into heart center. 2 more times. Let's go faster. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, roll this body all the way up to standing. Hands come overhead. Open that head. Exhale, forward fold. Final time. We inhale, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze that core, gaze forwards. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to step back one leg, step back another in our plank. So shoulders are over those wrists, coming on those tippy toes. And it's your choice. Maybe you drop from the knees, or maybe you drop from your plank straight away by coming on those tippy toes. Bend those elbows next to the chest. Untuck those toes to inhale to upward dog. Exhale, roll back to your down dog. 5 breaths here. So bringing your down dog into stillness, bending those knees and the hip bones high. So getting back in control of your breath here, my loves. Feeling every inhale, feel every exhale. Remember, if down dog is too much for you, my loves, you can come into your tabletop or your child's pose. This is your practice, this is your lunar energy. So you choose how you would like to flow today with me, modifying anything that you need. But holding for 2. And for 1. From here, you're going to gaze between the hands. Replace this right hand with your right foot, bringing this left foot off to a kind of a 45-degree angle. Bend into the front knee as we inhale. Bring those hands into prayer, pulling back on this right hip to come to your warrior 1. It's a difficult pose. It's not one of my favorite poses. As we inhale to gaze up at those thumbs. 5. Bending into the front knee for 4. So right if we wobble. For 3. For 2, yes. For 1, extend the front leg. Hands come to our heart center in prayer position. And we're going to pull back on this right hip as we inhale. And exhale, forward fold over this right leg into your pyramid pose. So again, pulling back on this right knee. Maybe the hands stay in heart center, or maybe they find the mat. Release the head for 5. For 4. For 3, it's a strong pose, you've got this. For 2, yes. For 1, bend into that front knee, step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, roll back those shoulders, gaze forward to open the heart. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back in to your down dog. So again, holding in stillness for 5 breaths, or finding movement, or your child's pose. Choosing whatever pose you like, getting back in control of your breath. Warrior 1 is not an easy pose, my darlings, but we've got this. For 4. For 2. For 1, gaze between the hands, replacing this left hand with the left foot. Right toes come off to a 45-degree angle. Bend into the front knee as we inhale all the way to warrior 1, pulling back on this left hip to keep those legs nice and square, to keep these hips nice and square. As we inhale, hands come to the sky, gazing at those thumbs. 5 breaths. Engage in this core. You've got this. For 4. For 2. Yes. For 1, extend the front leg. Whoop. Hands come to heart center as we inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Again, hands stay here, or hands find the mat, aiming to bring the third eye to our knee now, so that space between the forehead. Holding for 5 breaths again. It's a very deep stretch, so hold blocks if you want. Keeping those inhales and those exhales nice and steady for 3, for 2, yes, for 1, bend into the front leg, right foot steps beside the left. As we inhale, open that heart, gaze forwards. Exhale to forward fold, step back into your plank, and from here, knees up, knees down, it's your choice, but rolling through your vinyasa with control. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, child's pose or down dog for 5 breaths, completely up to you. We're keeping this breath nice and steady. Gonna keep this flow going, keep the fire going for 2. And for 1, replace the right foot with that right hand. Left toes come off to a 45-degree angle. As we inhale, hands come up to the sky, come into your sword, so bringing the hands together. Gaze at the thumbs for warrior 1. Yes, as we inhale. Exhale, extend the front leg, move to pyramid pose. Maybe your hands stay here, maybe they frame that front foot, anything that feels good for you. Choosing where you are today. It's a very strong pose, this one. You'll be feeling the stretch up that right hamstring. So holding for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, you're going to frame that front foot with your hands if they're in prayer. Bend into the front knee, and on your inhale, you're going to lift this left leg up to the sky. So moving into standing splits. We inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, forward fold over that standing leg. Sending that hip bone nice and high. As we inhale. Exhale, step this left foot behind the right foot, coming into a kind of a cross-legged position now. As we inhale to engage that core, lift this chest, arms come down by your sides if you're flying. Exhale, hands come back to the mat, step back 1 leg, step back another, back into down dog, 5 breaths. Remember, drop those knees to tabletop. Bring the knees wide to child's pose, anything that suits you. Recognizing how your legs are feeling, how your hips, your heart is feeling. Holding for 3, for 2. Yes, my loves, for 1, gaze between the hands, left foot replaces that left hand. Move into your warrior 1, so bending into that front knee, bringing those hands like a sword overhead. Not staying too long here as we gaze at the thumbs. So inhale. Exhale, extend the front foot, pulling back on this left hip, and forward fold into your your pyramid pose. So maybe your hands frame the front foot, maybe you bring them to heart center. But release the head, we don't want any tension here for 5. For 4. 3. 2, yes, my loves, and 1, bend into the front foot. Let's move to standing split on the right hand side. So lifting that right leg all the way to the sky, forward folding over that left leg. Pointing those toes, see how high you can take it as you inhale. Yes, exhale, step the right foot behind the left. Open up that heart, engage that core, gaze forward, my darlings. Exhale, hands come back to the mat. Step back one leg, step back another. This time come into your plank. Take a vinyasa, knees up, knees down. It's completely your choice. Inhale to roll back those shoulders, upward dog. Exhale, tuck those toes, down dog or child's pose, completely up to you. I'm going to come back into my child's pose for the next 5 breaths because it's very warm in this room. My coffee wasn't strong enough today. So settling wherever you are for 5 more breaths. One more little flow to do to bring in this energy, to harness this power. So feeling every inhale, every exhale, my loves, harness this full moon flow. It's a powerful time in the lunar kind of calendar. So let it bring you the things you desire and that you deserve. Let it remind you of how limitless you are and how much power you hold within you, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. Coming together as a collective little coven on the mat to worship this full moon today. And as always, knowing that I'm sending so much love and so much magic from my mat to yours. If you need longer in your resting pose, then I invite you to stay either in your child's pose to your down dog. Press pause on the video, my loves. Or if you're ready to keep going, if you're in your child's pose, you're going to roll this body back into tabletop, take those hip bones high. Give yourself just a moment here before once again we gaze forward, replace the right hand with that right foot, left toes come off to that 45-degree angle. Inhale, move all the way back to your warrior one. As we inhale, yes, exhale, hands come to heart center and forward fold over this extended leg, pyramid pose. Maybe you want to test your balance this time by taking those hands all the way behind the back, interlocking those fingers to open up those shoulders for 5, for 4, yes, for 3, for 2, and for 1, my loves. Release those hands if they're behind the back, bending into this front knee, and yet again, we're going to step to our standing split. So forward folding over that leg, left leg goes as high as possible into the sky. As we inhale, exhale from here, this right hand's going to come to the mat, lifting the left hand into the sky. We're going to stack those hips one on top of the other as we move to our half moon pose. So flexing that back foot, gaze up to the sky. If it feels comfortable for you, hold. Yes, you've got this. I can't see, the sun is in my eyes. For 3, right leg is burning. For 2, and for 1, step the left foot behind the right. Give yourself a nice bend in the knees as you forward fold. Inhale to open up this heart, gaze forwards. Exhale, gently bring the body all the way up, stepping into your Tandasana, just shaking out these legs, maybe giving these hips a little bit of a wiggle. Right leg is burning, feeling that heat, feeling that balance. What a beautiful combination of heart, of hip openers. Well, I think so, you might not. So when you're ready, my darlings, we're gonna inhale, hands come nice and high to the sky, gaze at the thumbs, Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open that heart, arms come to the side. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back one leg, step back another, come back into down dog. 5 breaths. So one more flow to go on the other side. We've got this. Ooh, spicy. So maybe holding your down dog, maybe child's pose, whatever feels good for you. But when you're ready, my loves, you're going to gaze forward. Replace the left hand with the left foot. Right foot comes off to that 45-degree angle as we inhale all the way to warrior one. Pulling back on this left hip. Let's keep nice and aligned here as we inhale. Exhale, extend the front leg, forward fold to pyramid pose. Maybe you stay with hands in prayer. Maybe they come to the mat, or maybe you open up those shoulders, but holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bend into that front knee, release the hands to the mat as we inhale, step in to standing split. So taking a moment just to check our standing split. Before you know what's coming, we move to our half moon. So taking a block, taking anything, that left hand comes to the mat, flex this right foot and stack those hips one on top of the other. From here, the right hand comes into the sky, maybe gazing up as that ceiling if it feels good for you. It's a very deep pose. Oh, it's not good on my left side. But fall, fly, flow with me, my darlings. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, yes. For 1, release the right hand down, right foot steps behind that left foot. As we inhale to open our heart. Exhale, bend those knees, roll this body all the way up. Stepping those legs back to mountain. Ooh, and taking a few movements of those hips, so rolling them in one direction. And rolling them in another. Taking any movements of those ankles, anything that you crave. And then when you're ready from here, bringing that body back into Tandasana. On your inhale, hands come to touch, gaze to the sky. Exhale, don't know why my voice went so high then. Forward fold. Inhale, open our heart, gaze forwards. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back one leg, step back another, and roll into your final vinyasa for the flow. Knees up, knees down, it's completely your choice. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, tuck those toes. Let's say goodbye to our down dog here for 10 breaths. Ooh, spicy. So just holding here for a moment. Getting back in control of your breath, harnessing the last of this full moon energy before we start to close the circle and close our practice. Reminding yourself of your intention, of what you set in the beginning of the flow. As we inhale and exhale, if you have jumping through, then maybe you jump through, maybe you just simply release those knees down, or you can follow me by bending the right knee to the right wrist, stepping that left foot on top, and move to a seated position. From here, we're going to inhale, take those hands nice and high to the sky. Exhale to twist to the left hand side, so right hand comes on this left knee, and we're going to inhale to lift this chest. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Feeling strong, feeling tall, that long line of energy from the base of the spine to the top of the neck. Beautiful. Inhale, hands come to the sky. Exhale, let's take this twist to the other side, so opening up this heart. Inhale, hands come back to the sky. Release them to the knees, and we're simply going to take a few seated cat-cows here. So imagine that on your inhale, you roll those shoulders back, push this chest forward to arch that lower spine. And on your exhale, curve those shoulders, bring the chin to the chest, and push into your spine to take it back. So working through this movement forwards and backwards a few more times. And without rushing, the next time that you curve that spine, you're going to curve it so much that those knees come up and you roll all the way onto your back, hugging one knee into the chest, hugging another. And we're going to take a few rolls from side to side. So we've got one final pose to do today, which is our wheel pose. So if you don't have wheel pose in your practice, well, that sounds right. If you don't have wheel pose in your practice, then maybe you simply practice your bridge pose. Or you can just simply stay in happy baby or like this. But if you do have wheel pose in your practice, I'm going to aim to hold it for 10 breaths. So it's a deep back bend today, using any supports that you need. Remember, come to your bridge pose if it isn't in your practice. But if you're ready to come to wheel with me, perhaps, then maybe those feet come to the mat. Get yourself nice and comfortable. And from here, we're going to flip those palms, so bringing those hands next to the ears. Give yourself a moment here, and then when you feel comfortable, you're going to move your way into your wheel pose. So bringing those knees together, pushing through those hands, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you've got this, 5, 4, 3, 2, yes, and 1. Release the body down, bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a moment, just hugging them nice and close. Maybe lifting the shoulders, lifting your head, giving yourself a squeeze here. 4, releasing the head to the mat. And you're going to allow those knees to fall over to the right hand side. Gaze comes over to the left. Maybe you bring those arms into a T shape here. Beginning to make those exhales longer than your inhales here, my darlings. We've created that fire, we've harnessed that power. So let's just store it away within us when we need it. Let's just reset the system, get to a nice balance between water and fire, earth and air. On your next inhale, bring these knees into the center. Exhale, allow them to fall to the opposite side. Inhale to bring them back into the center. Arms come all the way overhead as you extend those legs. And give yourself a beautiful full body stretch here, pulling that belly button in and up. And then finding your way into your comfortable Shavasana. So maybe those legs lie heavy, or maybe you bring the bottom of the feet together, bringing those knees into your butterfly legs, so allowing them to fall open here. And for this practice, you can choose the energy you need from the full moon now for your Shavasana. If you need some healing, You can flip those palms to the sky, start to feel that power as it forms in your palms, as it soaks into your bloodstream. Or if you need strength today, you're going to flip those palms down, feel your connection with the earth from those fingertips, through your feet, through your spine. And once you've found your way here, let's take a beautiful deep inhale together. And exhale, let it go all the way back out. Aiming to keep our mind on the mat for a few more moments, letting that heat simmer away. Giving thanks to the elements for joining us today. Give thanks to the full moon for its power. Giving thanks to you. And as you lie here, my darlings, basking in the glow of your energy, of your practice, I would just like you to repeat after me, quietly or in your minds. I call upon the full moon. May it strengthen me. May it empower me. May it bless me. I call upon the full moon. May it strengthen me. May it empower me. May it bless me. I call upon the full moon. May it strengthen me. May it empower me. May it bless me. Reflecting on what we're asking of the full moon today. Before repeating 3 times to yourself, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending your gratitude to this beautiful lunar phase for all its magic, for all its power, for all its beauty. And if you'd like to stay here for a little bit longer, then I invite you to do so, sending so much love, sending so much magic. Or if you're ready to come out with me, you're very, very slowly going to bring those knees to touch and allow them to fall all the way to one side, using your hands to lift the body in to a comfortable seated position, whatever it might be. Eyes are closed, head is heavy. And keeping those hands on the knees, roll back the shoulders. One final breath of the class as we inhale. And as we exhale, bowing the chin into the chest, giving thanks to ourselves for coming to the mat, for this collective coven that's met today, for their energy and for their strength. And from me to you, thanking you for giving me the honor of joining you in your practice and for allowing me to be your teacher. I hope this full moon brings you every blessing, every desire that you deserve, and I hope it brings you so much healing. As always, sending love, sending magic from my mat to yours, and I'll see you again soon, my darlings. Blessed be.